All right, so we just got this game. 2018 Best Game of the Year Dice Tower Gaming Awards. We're 6 years behind. I've never played Root. Now, Lucas has played the app. So we're going to do an unboxing here. Now, most of you probably watching this have probably played Root already. This might be like, I don't know, third printing of this thing already. But we're 6 years late. I mean, I've seen it played at these conventions and stuff, but yeah, look, well, actually, it says first edition, 11th printing, 2023. So this will have all the updated rules, because I heard there was some rule changes. And the designer kind of tweaked some things. So let's crack it open. Do you know how to crack these open, or shall I do the honors?
No, you go ahead and do it.
Well, I usually try to do it with my fingernail. There we go.
You got it?
Yeah, I mean, the box is pretty heavy, so I'm assuming there's a lot of wood in here. And then Lucas can talk about the game a little bit, because you play the app, right?
Yeah, I played the app a lot.
So what can you say right off the bat? I know that, let me just say this before you continue.
Yeah.
I know that that this is sort of a war game, and that each army is kind of different than the other, right? So
They
it's
all have their own abilities, yeah.
yeah. So it's not a like an equal war game. Each player has abilities that maybe the other player doesn't. So, all right. So as we open the box here, we got letter games. There's Root expansions. Walking through Root, an extended example of play. So here, I'm going to give this to, you want to look through that? That's the extended example of play. Learning to play. I think Lucas knows how to play because he's played the app. The thing with the apps is that a lot of things are automated on the app.
No, but it shows you what's automated, so you can.
Okay, so anyway, as I go through this, you can start talking about the game. Look, the law of Root. What is this? The law of Root. This is like, do I need to be a lawyer to understand this? What is this?
The law of Root.
Lord of Hundreds, Corvid Conspiracy. I have no idea what this is. The law of Root. I guess you need to go, study law in Root. So these are the component lists. You got, I mean, there's going to be chits, right? But there's wood in here too. Yeah, like the 55 little wooden warriors and stuff. We're going to bump into these right now. Look at each faction has a board, right, Lucas? You can start explaining about this because it is a 4-player game.
Yeah, this is 2-on-2 or 1-on-1.
Marquise the cat, Vagabond, which is the raccoon, I guess. Woodland Alliance, which is, I don't know, a little fox. And Yeri Dynasties, which is like the hawk or something, birds. So each of these are going to be different?
Yeah.
In how they can do things, right?
Yeah, they all have their own separate abilities.
All right.
But pop up the board so you can see what this is the most interesting part of the game.
These, I don't know if the whole board will come out on the screen here. I heard that the board is double-sided, right? Because you can play the wooded. It's gorgeous, though. Look at this beautiful board. This is beautiful. So it's like a little village, right?
Yeah. Wait, lay it down flat if you can.
Well, I'm going to show the other side of it because you got this side, and then you can also play on the winter side, which is kind of neat. Isn't that cool? I guess it's the same thing, right? Does it matter, Lucas, if it's...
It's beautiful.
Does it matter?
No, I think it's just visual. Flip it. I don't think there's any changes, right, to the icons.
All right. I don't know if we can fit all this in the camera.
Purely visual.
All right, so let's see the rest of the components here real quick. Yeah, so you get a bunch of chits. Ooh, they're already falling out. We got to be careful not to lose these. Okay, you got a deck of cards, right? Because you do need cards for this game. I guess dice for the battles.
Yeah, this game works on a dice system for
And then you have the
people. Those are the people.
Yeah, we got to be careful because these chits are already falling on it. So anyway, why don't you talk about the game a little bit? So what is the goal here? What are we doing? We each.
So from what I understand, everyone has each player has their home base, and you have to conquer it. Now this is kind of like a chess. This is kind of a chess-like game where it's all about positioning, right? And you're able to deploy your units on your side and push them, kind of like a war scenario. Like if you ever played Axis versus Allies, or maybe
Risk.
It's kind of even like diplomacy. You know, you're pushing units. It's all about position. You're able to divide units across the board. For example, if I have 15 here, I can choose 5 go here, 5 go here, 5 go here if I want to, and they can all move just like that.
Okay.
And
so each faction will have different rules of movement, or not really?
No.
Okay. So that's the basic part of the game that's equal for everybody.
Yeah, and you have to destroy their equipment and destroy their base, right, to be able to win.
Right. So you go into war when you get to an occupied piece of territory.
When I'm playing this on the digital version, you have a day and a night phase, right? Which obviously is here because, you probably saw it through the rules that there's a day and night phase.
Yeah.
But, during the day phase, you move your units, and on night phase, you deal with, restocking on certain things, getting new cards, all that stuff. Right. And the cards you get help you use abilities on your characters to do things like have an extra action if you burn the card, or get, extra points or whatever.
Okay.
So in this game, you have to build things to be able to advance, right? So if you see here, you have these stations where you can build items that will give you cards, or items that will allow you to deploy units in that area. And everyone else will be doing the same thing. They'll be moving their units, and they'll be placing these things to deploy them. And then as the units get bigger, when you have enough units, you'll be able to invade other people's spaces and attack them. And when you do, you roll dice. You roll dice minus the other person's amount of people. So obviously, if you have more people, you get more attack.
Sure.
And you just...
So all of that is equal for every player. Can I see 2 of those boards? Let me just look at 2 of those
special
boards
abilities. Yeah, go ahead and take it.
Because my question with this game is, so you have, let's say you have these two factions here. So what is the different? What makes it different? So it's what you do in the night phase or in the day phase, or how you
it's day phase.
Build things, or
right here.
Is it in how you build things? Is it in how you acquire?
For this one, it is. This blue faction, it says when crafting, you score only 1 point. You see, that's like a...
But I've noticed here, each of these have bird song, daylight, and evening. So are there 3 phases to every turn?
Yeah.
So I've noticed also that this one during birdsong is different, and then daylight is different, and then evening is different. So that's what makes each faction different.
They get different,
They can do different things during the 3 different. I mean, I can't wait to play this game. I mean, it looks beautiful. I've heard so many good things about it.
And this game has an amazing, on the digital version, this game has its own soundtrack, and it sounds amazing.
This is for the app you've been playing?
Yeah, it sounds amazing. The animations in the app are very flashy. I think the game in general looks flashy. I mean, look at this. This looks like medieval artwork.
It's beautiful. That board is gorgeous. I mean,
it looks like medieval warfare, right?
I want to spend a weekend here. This is nice.
I mean, why would you want to spend a weekend here? You're going to get invaded by other people.
Well, I mean, they're just little animals, right?
Fox. You're going to beat up a little fox.
I can handle a few of these foxes.
A bird.
Just bring a slingshot. I can handle these little birds try to invade my weekend, and I'll just shoot them down, with a slingshot. So I'm not.
They
worried.
have swords. They have
I'm not worried about. Well, a little sword.
Rubber.
What is it going to do? My
little rubber sword.
The cat scratches my ankle sometimes. Big deal. So these little foxes come around with their little tiny axes, you know.
Gonna kick them in the balls.
I just stomp on them. But anyway, yeah, we don't. I don't know exactly how to play this game, but I can't wait to play it. We are gonna play this before we go to Dice Tower for sure. We're going to the Dice Tower convention in July, but we'll play this before then. And it looks very cool. It looks very cool.
And this game has been blowing up all across the internet.
Well, I mean, for 6 years, right?
For 6 years? No, it's still, people are still finding out about this. This is an amazing game.
It got the award from the Dice Tower 6 years ago. I mean, we've known about this game for years. I've just never played it. I've never played it. So we're 6 years late. Well, here we are. Can I see the cover? 6 years late, but better late than never, right? With a gorgeous game like this. And here we have it, Root. How cool is this? I can't wait to play this. Unboxing, there you go.